NASCAR Wildest Restarts Moments. Shocking. NASCAR's rich history includes many unforgettable moments. In the sport, there are certain moments that are universally recognized, regardless of one's expertise in the game. There are highs and lows, joy and sorrow, triumph and defeat. But the best you learn is to rise again from the downfall. Before we start this amazing series of crazy restart moments, I would like to ask you to subscribe to this amazing racing channel. Here are the NASCAR Wildest Restarts moments.
Crowd screaming out our name, it's a blowout, it's a hurricane.
Edwards and Busch raced at Bristol in 2008. NASCAR fans were more divided about the repaving of Bristol in 2007 than they were about who should be president this year. In the last 5 years, though, there was one finish that both sides could agree on: Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch fighting for the Sprint Cup championship in a year when they were both favorites. After leading the race for most of it, 415 laps, Busch was in front when the race was restarted with 35 laps left. But Edwards quickly slipped under the rear bumper and took the lead. While going into a turn, the two cars bumped into each other. As a result, they raced side by side for about 5 laps, scraping the metal against each other. Finally, Edwards took charge. He used his early lead to pull away and win, but he couldn't escape Busch's anger. After the race, the number 18 car hit Edwards. To show that he wouldn't be scared, Edwards spun out Busch. Edwards said, "That was one of those deals where I couldn't get by him." Then I asked myself, would he do that to me? He's done it before. So, Ward, get your gun. How mad could the old Bristol drive you? Even drivers who are very quiet could lose control. Take Ward Burton, who was known for his low-key southern drawl and quiet outdoorsman lifestyle. After Dale Earnhardt Jr. spun him out at Bristol in 2002, he turned on a dime and won the race. Burton's car was destroyed, and he responded by throwing his heel pads. In his interview after the race, he took the word violence to a whole new level. The gun lover said, "I wish I had something I could have shot through the window." We think that Earnhardt stayed away for a few weeks. In the end, he did come in third place. Did you already know this awesome information? Let me know in the comments. Spencer vs. Busch origins. Before Jimmy Spencer's famous one-race suspension in 2003 for punching Kurt Busch after they'd bumped into each other at Michigan, there was the day when they started to dislike each other. Spencer had a rough start to his first season driving the number 41 car for owner Chip Ganassi. He missed the Daytona 500, but at the spring Bristol race, it looked like he had the fastest car. With 56 laps to go, he passed Kurt Busch and took the lead. It looked like he was going to win his first Cup Series race at his favorite track, where he had never won before, except Busch wasn't afraid. When he hit Mr. Excitement from behind, he pushed the veteran of short tracks out of the way, nearly spinning him out, and sped to his first win at the Cup level. In retrospect, it was a turning point that may have ended Spencer's time with CGR. After just one season, a win would have looked good on his resume and stoked the rivalry between the two teams for years to come. Spencer said after the race, "I'll never forget," and his actions after that day showed that he didn't. Kenseth's apology doesn't work for Gordon. Early on in his career, Jeff Gordon had a lot of nicknames and cliches are thrown at him. Dale Earnhardt called him Wonder Boy and Rainbow Warrior because he drove a car with rainbows on it. He always made fun of the young driver's Metro style, compared to his Take No Prisoners style. But the 4-time champion showed on this day that he wasn't going to be bullied. Matt Kenseth spun out Jeff Gordon while they were fighting for third place. After the race, Kenseth apologized and Gordon gave him a shove on pit road, which made the fans happy. "I should have waited a little longer," Kenseth joked, but he wasn't laughing when Gordon paid back the favor a few months later at Chicagoland, which cost the number 17 car the win. Daryl Waltrip wins his 7th straight race at Bristol. Before we go any further, I would like to ask you to subscribe to this awesome channel. Let's move on quickly. Daryl Waltrip was known by a different B word before Boogity, Bristol. The current Fox NASCAR commentator won 12 of his 84 career races at the half-mile track. That's a huge percentage, and it includes one of the best winning streaks in NASCAR history. From 1981 to 1984, Waltrip won 7 races in a row, which has never happened before or since. In the end, he had 3 pole positions, led 1,542 of the 3,500 possible laps, and won one race by more than a lap. No wonder the Tennessee resident cares so much about this great facility and has spoken out about some of the recent steps the track has taken to bring back fans. Michael Waltrip leaves, somehow. Even though this isn't NASCAR's best series, Michael Waltrip would have never won the Cup Series and wouldn't even be alive to own cars that could be in the chase if he hadn't survived this horrible crash. Waltrip's car almost fell apart during a preliminary NASCAR Nationwide, then called the Busch Series, race at the Speedway in 1990. This was one of the worst things to happen in NASCAR history. Coming out of Turn 2, Waltrip hit a gate for emergency cars to enter and leave the track at an awkward angle, just like Martin's car did last weekend at Michigan's pit road wall. After the crash, almost all of the outside sheet metal was destroyed, so safety workers and Daryl's older brother feared the worst. Only the roll cage and a few metal bars remained, and Michael was right there, winking and giving the thumbs up. When it was time to go, Daryl said, "He's a Waltrip. He has a very tough head." Were you already aware of this crash? Let me know in the comments. Allison, Martin, Rudd, and Marlin put on a classic. During the last 10 minutes, 4 cars were right next to each other. That's what we saw at One Groove Bristol in 1990, when Davey Allison, Mark Martin, Sterling Marlin, and Ricky Rudd were all planning their moves to get to the front in a thrilling chess game. Several times, one driver would get close to another, but no one could pass until the white flag lap. When Rudd hit Marlin, while they were fighting for third, Marlin went into the wall on the back straight. That left Martin and Allison free to fight for the win, and Martin planned his charge of Turn 4 perfectly. Well, almost perfectly. When they got to the inside, they were so close to the start-finish line that a photo finish camera was needed to tell who won. It turned out that Allison won by only 8 inches, making it the closest finish Thunder Valley has ever seen. Martin, who has come in second place in the championship 4 times, ended up being the bridesmaid in this whole mess. Terry Labonte spins, but still wins. It was Terry Labonte's most well-known win, and it may have been the only way to get to victory lane at the old Bristol. His car was so badly damaged that it couldn't be recognized. He seemed to be in control of the August night race. In 1995, he was 1.5 seconds ahead going into the last 10 laps, but Mike Wallace and Jeff Burton, who was racing for position, held Labonte back while rival Dale Earnhardt moved forward. As soon as the white flag went up, Burton and Wallace made contact, and the number 3 car was suddenly in the middle of everything. As Turn 4 ended, Earnhardt made his move. He moved to the inside and hit Labonte's number 5 car, sending it sideways into the wall as the checkered flag flew. Earnhardt's momentum was stopped by the contact, which let Labonte stay in front and pass him by about a car length. He joked in victory lane, "I think I ran all day without getting hurt. But that's how things are. At Bristol, we won." Earnhardt-Labonte, 99. It's the spin to win. We're getting the biggest Earnhardt fans know they got away with something. Terry Labonte put on 4 new tires during a late caution, which cost him his track position, but made him much faster than everyone else. The move seemed to work because the number 5 car moved up from 5th place to challenge Earnhardt for 1st place in the last 5 laps. As the 2 drivers collided down the front straightaway, Labonte pushed ahead into Turn 1 and appeared to have his opponent in his sights. But Earnhardt took matters into his own hands and slammed into Labonte's rear bumper, spinning out his rival and knocking out 6 cars, while still making it to the finish line without being penalized. The Intimidator arrived in victory lane to some boos, and he took his last Bristol win with a guilty grin. "I just wanted to get his attention a little bit," he said. "It was just moved around too much." And that brings us to the end of the video. Feel free to let us know what you think about this video. And if you like this video, then please leave a like and subscribe to our channel for all things. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.